Hello and welcome to another episode of Allstar Garage. This week we're back in the mix. Hopefully it's a bit longer video than it was last week, because last week was just one day after I landed back from holiday and we were fixing this thing to race, which wasn't actually very good. Didn't actually make the green flag at any point during the meeting. That was not great, but that's another story. So where we're up to is the last few weeks we haven't filmed anything. Last 2 or 3 weeks I think. I've had a lot going on at home. My missus was poorly, my daughter got chicken pox. I had to have a week off to look after her because my missus has just had an operation at the same time. Obviously broke my wrist, done 2 meetings with a broken wrist. The workshop stuff we still haven't sorted out. That's why there's a grey floor here and there's no grey floor here, because I still haven't finished that process. Still moving all the Allstar Garage stuff over into the corner from behind you, which was going to take a couple of weeks, and this is like 6-7 weeks later, and you know, stuff happens and whatever. Eastbourne BWS has just happened. That was round 6. There's one more round, which is Mendips for round 7, which is Bristol way, somewhere down where they talk a bit funny and sort of a bit West Country, and it's down there somewhere. Never been. I've been there once, but I've never raced there. So this is very bad luck. And the last 3 meetings I've raced it, I've done absolutely nothing. So that's going to go in the bin. That was going to be for World Final. That's now going to Mendips, which is 3 weeks away, 3.5 weeks away or something. That's still got seats and steering wheels and carpets and malarkey in there because that hasn't been touched. And this one over here, hopefully, XJ40 model, pre-1990, that is going to the Dave Vincent testimonial retirement meeting thing at Mildenhall, which is the week after that. That's also got seats and windscreens and malarkey in it. So in 3 weeks, there or thereabouts, I've got to strip that one, because that's duff, right? I've already stripped this one, which was the Wrist Breaker 6000s, and I've got to gut them into them, and at some point during that, also do family time, do nursery pickups, do other home-related scenarios, because we've got mortgage and we're doing house bits, and then I've also got to work and earn a living and walk the dog and mow the grass and edit the videos, I suppose. There's lots to do. So, the plan is, I don't really know, I've just got to crack on. Let's just suck it up and let's do it. Now also, on top of the malarkey of 16,000 different things happening in the space of about 3 or 4 weeks and it's all going wrong at the same time, I then had a bad meeting on Saturday, right, which I didn't actually see the green flag. It was quite catastrophic by anyone's standards. Didn't actually make it round the corner. I did 2 races, first corner both times. I had a very bad day. That's done. Let's forget about that. Let's move forwards. So, I then had a day with the family yesterday when I saw my dad. Came to work this morning, 8 o'clock-ins, right? Opened the door, absolute flood, silt, mud, stuff absolutely everywhere, because at about 4:30 this morning, going by the cameras in the workshop, we had like monsoon level 75 coming through the door, flooded everything, but not, you know, it's not just like wet and we go, oh, sweep out the door, and that's a problem for another day. It brought the silt and everything, like where the farm is here, it's an apple and pear orchard, so there's lots of mud and fields and trees and stuff. And that came in badly. And then there was a tide mark around the workshop, about 6 inches. We're nowhere near a river or, you know, a watercourse thing of that nature or anything, you know, where we flood very often, but this morning we did, quite bad. Loads of damage done to some Allstar hydraulic-y bits that were low to the floor, and loads of stuff over there in the area that's made me very sad. And in the office there's computers and plugs and stuff that was near the floor, and the carpets had to go, and we've literally been from 8 o'clock this morning until not long ago sorting out flood damage. The floor's very clean because we've had to jet wash everything out, but what we had to do was obviously take every single car out, all the stuff, the boxes, pallets, all sorts of stuff that's on the floor, take it all outside, jet wash everything, bring it all back in again, clean everything off. There's loads of hose and bits and bobs for work that were a little bit dirty and whatever else where it was near the floor, so I've had to clean all of that, put it back on the shelf, and it's just been one of those days. Hence why it's now about 9:05, and I'm only just starting. But there you go. Let me bring you in. I'll show you where we're up to. Okay, so as I've already mentioned, this is going to be the Mendips car for round 7, I think, the final BWS round. All the kit in here, that's in the front and the back and on top and all over the place and all down here and everywhere else, is out of the V8 one, which is over there, which we stripped, the wrist breaker one. All that kit from that car is going to go in this car, which is obviously all this stuff that's in here. Wow, that's a lot of ketchup in the glove box. What's that about? This car came from Mark Welland, an old Speedworth superstar name that you all know of if you're a keen banger anorak. I did a deal with him. I did have an XJ40 up there on the roof, which you would have noticed in God knows how many videos from last year or whatever when we looked around a shed. He wanted that. I wanted this because the kit that I've got for an XJ40 wouldn't fit the early one, but it does fit the late one. Although this is an XJ40, it is a late one, so it's exactly the same as an X300, which is that one. So everything out of that would fit in that. However, at the Vincent meeting, there's no 2.3 engines. So the normal Duratec engine that we use, I can't use in this. So the plan is, you know, if we get time, because we've already got 2 cars to do, we're gonna go Jag power. I've got the manual Jag engine in a box here, which is like fresh out of a road car, so it's still got all the injection and all the fan and everything else, all the malarkey on there, which I need to strip off, get rid of that. I've got an inlet manifold to go on there to take twin choke Weber, so that'll convert that, although, wherever it is, over there somewhere, sat on top of that bench there with all the coffee cups is the inlet manifold, but it's warped. Where the matey's made it, it's sort of got like that a little bit, so I need to get that skimmed somewhere, relatively locally hopefully. Get the face of that took off, and then that will go on there and seal on that. I've got the Dizzy and the loom and the wiring and everything else to run that. Bit of prop end and everything else that we need to put that in. So that's the plan with that. I've also got the engine guard there from Patch Beasley who makes them, so that can go on there. What I don't have yet is a water tank to go in it, a cradle to go in it. It's also got no axles in it at the minute, which is something I'm working on. Back axle's not a problem, that's in another car outside, which we're gonna lock and put in that. Front axle to be confirmed, still trying to sort that one out. I know it's completely the wrong reason to do it, but I am quite grateful for the jet wash nice clean floor. I mean, it'd be nice to jet wash it while everything's out, let it dry, paint it, bring everything back in, but we didn't have time. Okay. Engine's already been took out, which saves us a job, to be fair. We don't use the V8 engine, so that being out saves us a job. I suppose I better take all the kit out of it and then start taking some seats out of it and then start taking some other things out of it. Let's see how we get on. How did I get this in here? Now, I've got to be a bit of a realist and notice that I'm not going to be able to build 2 Jags, or strip and build and weld and engine up and everything else 2 Jags in 3 weeks. So my plan is strip this one out completely so it's ready to build, put all my kit back in it, and then I'm going to sail it off down the road to a lad called Jason Barrow, who helped me out with some bits on the Yank on the Caprice when I was stuck for time last time. He's then going to build it for me, weld the door up, put all the bits and bobs in it, the roll cage, side plates, all that sort of shenanigans, and then I can pick it up, bring it back for a small fee. That's then going to give me the time to crack on and make all the bits I need to make for the XJ40 and do that at the same time. That way I can have 2 cars done in 3 weeks, hopefully. Hello, what's that? Don't need you, or you. 1,500 ketchup in there, Joe, what do you think? Nice. Okay. First job when I strip a Jag is the back seat, because it's relatively easy. It makes you feel like you've completed something. Not with a T20 Torx though, you know, because it's not like I strip Jags very often and I've just picked up the wrong Torx for the job. Let's just try again with a T25. Oh, that's better. I like it. Oh, where's the other one? That's a long stretch. Too old for this, malarkey. See? 2 bolts. And look at what we've achieved. Sense of accomplishment. I can go home now because I feel like I've started. All right, Joey, mate? What's happening? You all right? That's good then. Any money under the seat? Probably not. Oh, I'm too fat for this. Okay, here we go. Yep, coming out. Headrest extended. Good. Perfect. That's gonna be all right. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah. That's nice. Get out. Ooh. £2 coin. 1 and 2pence. Nice. Oh, a big Jubilee clip. Love it. Now, if you've ever owned a Jag or driven a Jag on the road, I'm pretty sure they're all like it. Series Jags, X300s, XJ40s, pretty much everything. Anything with a Jaguar on it comes standard with a saggy headliner. They just seem to not like life anymore. So what you have to do as a Jag owner is just put the tutoring in. And it just pops up in there like that, holds the headlining up, stops it sitting on your Bobby Chart one. Not bad. 1 in the front, 1 in the back. £2 and 2pence for the back seat. Oh no, £2 and 4pence? Threepence? No, threepence is 3, right? £2 and 4pence off the back seat area. Oh no. What we do have here is a case of no battery and electric seats. Work my way to the battery hole. We'll chuck one on and see what happens, but I'm not holding out much hope. It might be alright. Lots of engine loom has been cut. See what we can make happen. Okay, oh yeah. Let's see if we can get any V's to power the seats. We've got sparkage, we've got boot lights. That's a good start. What do you reckon, Joey? Okay, oh, no steering wheel, that's good. Any electronicery? Oh yeah. Nice. What about in the here, Eric? Whoa, why does it smell like petrol? It's definitely a petrol-y scent coming out. Probably the only V8 Jag in the world where the fuel pump works. Ugh. Joey, what are you doing in here, man? Okay. Come on. Have fun, did you? Oh, if we've got seatage, then that means we've got windows too. That's helpful. Okay, lift it out. Goodbye, seat. Nice. Go away. heavy. Perfect. Ooh, mouldy biscuit. Okay, here we go. Come on, come now. Okay. Away! Good. What else have we got? What's this now? How old is that 10p piece? She's old money. And this is only a 52 plate Jag. She's 1980. Nice. 20. 30, 40, 2, 4, no, 2, 3, 4. 44p in the centre console. We're winning. And a bottle of water. And a thing. Okay. Where have I put the Phillips screwdriver now? Go away. Go away too. You go away as well. And you. Probably you. Go now. Oh yeah. Wireless. No, go away. You go away. And you go away. Okay. You go away. Okay. And you go away. I just stabbed myself in the leg. That's good. And you too. It's probably about that, really. And you go away. That's nice. Sunglasses? No, not today. That's good. And some of that. That's nice. Up here. Any good? Yeah, okay. Okay. Have some of that. Okay. Ooh. McDonald's toy. Ooh. Another one. Oh, talks. Just not use that. Okay, I'm going to need a Phillips screwdriver now. Found it. Actual sweat dripping off my head now. Sure, it's not the best look, to be honest, but whatever. Go down. Got some more. Okay, thank you. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Yeah. That's good. I like it. What's your issue? If you believe it can come off, then it will come off. Okay. Ow, stabbing me. Ow, sharp. Ow, 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 ow. That was sharp. Another hole in another t-shirt. Great. Okay, right, I've had enough. It's about 20 past 11 and I want to go and have a shower and get cleaned up and go to bed because I'm tired. About 2 hours, I think we started just after 9, faffing about. Doors are all stripped. The main part of the dash is out. I've still got to take all these gubbins out behind it. Roof lining and everything else is done. So, not a massive amount, but it's a good start. Nice thing, as I said before, is there's no engine in it, so it's probably 20 minutes, half an hour's work in this engine bay, getting every last little bit out of it. Windscreen's got to come out, back window's got to come out, a little bit to do in the boot. Backlights and a few little bits and bobs. Cut all the wiring loom out of it, and then it's not far away. Squirrel,
What?
I've just found something amazing.
Do what?
This Series 1 Jag's got a sheepskin seat cover.
They're disgusting. Throw it away.
Why?
Because that just reminds me of the salt place where the abattoir is.
Why?
How they make them. Lay them out like that. You've been up, Jake, haven't you? Where they do the salting of the sheepskins. Where they lay them on the table like that, fill them up with salt, then put another layer on top and you just see all the juices, blood, and everything else falls out. You can keep that.
So I'm not allowed.
It's making me feel sick. Just touching it, looking at it a lot. You've seen how they do them.
Wayne, you could put that in your Transit Connect.
What have you got? It's Wayne's chest.
I could lay that on the floor of my house. Tell them it's a polar bear.
Polar bear?
Have you ever seen a polar bear live? No, you haven't.
No. Have you ever seen a sheep? Have you ever seen a polar bear wearing a sheep rug?
You've only ever seen the back of a sheep, you.
Yeah.
It could be a
Not
polar
Welsh.
bear. It could be a polar bear in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
Right, so
Anyway,
You can keep that, Wayne.
moving on.
Give it to your dog.
So, if you haven't guessed already, the plan has changed somewhat, and we're now not going to take the XJ40 to the Dave Vincent meeting. Originally, I thought it was a pre-90 meeting. They made an XJ40 in 1986 when it first came about, and the meeting is actually pre-1985. I did ask the question, and you are allowed to take an XJ40. They're letting them go, but I still haven't got a front axle for the XJ40. And if I put the Jag engine in the XJ40, I want to be able to use it again. So I want to make good kit. So I've put a V8 front bed in, which I've got upstairs, but it's not going to fit properly. And then I've got a make kit that I'm then going to have to make again. The easiest thing to do for us, I think, in the 2 weeks I've now got to build a car. I've got an axle for this shaped Jag on the racking. I've got a back axle for this shaped Jag on the racking. I've got everything I need. I've got to make a few bits, but running gear wise, we've got all the stuff. So this being quite clean-ish, until we started stripping it, looked a bit easier because I haven't got to spend 2 weeks welding it before I then spend 2 weeks building it. I've now probably got to spend 3 days welding it instead. So the other Jag that we were stripping at the start of the week is now done, finished, stripped out. I've put all the kit in it. That went on the lorry this morning, which you've seen on the time lapse, and that has gone over to Jason Barrows. He's going to spend a couple of days building that, which gives us then the time to crack on with this. I could do without it, really, but I just really want to do the meeting, so yeah. That's all there is to it, really. Asbestos?
Probably. One of them.
Epic.
What?
Gents lawn handkerchief. In the door pocket. For a gentleman. Which looks like a bit of old bed sheet.
Don't show.
Someone would actually go into a shop and pay money for this.
I probably did in the 70s.
Ah! Nice. Let me just mop that up with my handkerchief, darling.
The more I look, the more it's not as clean as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not great. I'll just stop pulling carpet out the other side because it started making me sad.
Well, that tunnel doesn't look great.
What about the driving glove?
I'll see that.
Someone with very small hands.
It's a ladies' one. How many blokes have been wanked off with that on?
I'll just put that on my hands.
Who goes there?
Crusty and old and not very nice. Ugh. Ugh. Gentleman relish tissues.
Where's that ratchet?
And a Chinese takeaway with 15'9" written on the back.
Right, hold on.
There you go. They're really easy from the back. Oh, bottom of this apron is not great.
Yeah, this side ain't either.
Oh well. This is getting hammered through the window in a minute.
No, just look proper.
Well, that's out then, I suppose. I might just hit it with a hammer and then.
Or not. You taking all the bolts out?
Everything I could see. Asbestos up my nose.
Went straight down my trousers.
Yeah, but no, there's logic. This one's already been smashed.
No, it hasn't.
This one was.
Yeah.
So if I smash that one, I don't have to take this out to get the glass out, because I don't want to take this one out anyway.
Okay.
Cleverness. And I've got a new Hoover, I can suck all the glass out the door.
No, there ain't a lot in there.
Good Hoover, that is.
Still full of water.
Titan. £40 from Screwfix.
Hopefully this one doesn't implode.
What Titan? That's a bit funny.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Thursday night. I've just come back down the shed. Done well this afternoon, to be fair, to get it stripped out. There was a few bits missing before we started. A little bit of dash and the centre console trim and stuff was out. But the rest of the carpet, seats, headline, indoor cards and everything else was all in. It's not too bad. I knew it was quite clean from underneath and stuff, and the floors are quite clean in the back. The story goes, obviously it was in an earlier video when I went and picked it up from Stuart from SY Services. So it was found in a garage or whatever, going by the tax discs that we found in it. I think it was on the road up to about 2011, 2012, something like that. It was relatively clean, and then it got parked up. It had a cover over it, but then after a while the cover, like the tarpaulin, rotted through at the bottom of the windscreen, which is what we've got here. It's obviously a little bit of an issue going on in there. And down in here, the battery tray is kind of gone. All this inner wing bit is gone. It's probably the worst bit of the car. This bit of the wing here is gone as well. There's a lot of fiberglass in here. I don't know how plastic that is there. But this is kind of the worst area-ish. The floor that side has got a bit of a hole in it as well. The bottom of the pillar that side, pretty sure. Bottom of the pillar this side, yeah, there's a little bit down here. Obviously, which don't bother us for a banger. A little bit there, I'm probably going to have to do something with, because this pillar's going to be a weak point anyway, and that does go all the way down there. And then obviously we've got the air conditioning bit up there, and obviously that's the bottom of the battery tray and stuff. So I've got to do something around here. I'll probably take this door off to get in there properly, take this wing off and have a look how bad this is under here. I've just started unbolting the wing so that I can get a bit of a better picture on it. I've got a couple more bolts to get out behind there, but that's probably the worst bit. The rest of it's not too bad. That valance is rotten underneath, but that'll probably get cut off anyway. That's not a massive issue. Engine bay wise, panel wise, it's really straight. Would have made a really good well final car, to be fair, if I was that keen, or further up the points to know I was definitely in, and maybe I'd do something a bit weird and wonderful, but that's not the plan for this year. Okay, right, front wing is off, or front fender, if you're Americano. It is a bit worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not terrible. Again, it's not the end of the world, and it's definitely repairable. But this is gonna need some attention in the hair area, because we've got lots of holes and stuff going on down to like here. So that's gonna need a little bit of something in there, and something in there, and yeah, it's so bad because, like I say, the rest of the car, as you've seen, is really, really clean, especially the back end. Like from here backwards, floor pans and stuff. For a Series 1, this car is, what is that, 60s into 70s or something. So she's old, and it's clean as a whistle. I think it was a manual shell as well, I believe. And then when it got parked up with a tarpaulin over it, and then the tarpaulin got a hole in it, this is just where it leaked, and that's the extent of the damage. Hence why it's now banger money, I guess, but there you go. Driver's side fender is off as well, and it's pretty much the same situation. There's not really anything holding the bottom of the pillar on, to be honest, because it's like all the way through. The scuttle's obviously come off, the inner edge has come off, it's gone all around the back there where you can see my fingers. So we're going to have to do something on both sides. Might be door off job as well, so we can get in there nicely. And then just try and reattach the bottom of those A pillars. They're obviously quite small anyway, and there's not a lot stopping them A ripping off or B standing up pretty quick as soon as we hit something. So yeah, nice. Morning. It's now Friday, and this isn't a Series 1 Jag. It's the same colour and it's in the same place, but it's much squarer because we've gone from plan A to plan B, and then plan B didn't work, so we've gone back to plan A. Whilst we're doing that, plan C of X300 for Mendips has happened and gone and been shipped off, and that's being done as we speak. And plan D that's got to be done as well. And just, I don't know. I think Mendips is 3 weeks away, and the Vincent meeting's about 4 weeks away. But the week before Mendips, I'm off for another week with my missus and Littlin and the in-laws and stuff at a caravan holiday. So that gives me 2 weeks to do the two cars, hence why the other one's gone to Jason Barrows to be built, and I was going to do the Vincent car. Fine. Obviously, as we've already spoke about, the issues with missing bits of axles and other things, and there was more to it. Didn't have a water tank, didn't have a cradle, didn't have engine mounts, didn't have loads of bits to build this quickly. So I looked at doing a Series 1, which is back upstairs. When I stripped that, we knew it needed a bit in that scuttle panel, but at the time, there was the rest of the car was in our dashboard in it, had bits in the engine bay and stuff, and we couldn't see how bad it was. It wasn't until last night, as you've just seen, when I took the wings off and went, it needs inner wings, outer wings, pillars, bulkhead, most of the way along. I think there was a bit about here that was connecting it, but it was pretty bad, and then this side was bad. And then Jamie McGangus came down, who helped us with the Mark 10 build. He came down to help last night, and we sort of looked at it and thought, we've probably got a day's work repairing the bulkhead and the pillars and everything, but then obviously because I'm working as well, phones ringing, people are coming in, stuff's going on in between all the camera shots you see, which slows it down massively. So that's probably 2 days, realistically. I don't have 2 days, because even when the other car comes back to do for Mendips, I've still got to put engine, box, springs, set up, everything on that as well. That's going to be another day and a half's work. So I didn't have the time. So last night, whilst stripping this out, I sat on the phone, and I think I've sorted out a water tank coming from a lad. I think I've sorted out the front axle issue. I've worked out what axle can go in it. That's in a different car outside, which will probably be the world final car, but that's got a good axle with the right ratio that I need to put in this. So I've got that. I did buy a manual pedal box for the XJ40 in February or something from a fella that races Guildford Way, but I hadn't picked it up yet, so I spoke to him about someone else going to pick that up so that I can collect that. Just trying to put all the bits of the puzzle together so that we've got pedals, we've got water tank, we've got engine, obviously, we've got cradle, we've got everything else to build it with the Jag engine, because obviously normally I've got a 2.3 in it and I've got all the stuff for that. But I think we're there. So we cracked on last night, me and Jamie, till silly o'clock, got this one stripped out. So I've effectively stripped 3 cars in 1 week. One of them I don't need. On top of that, then there was the panic that they didn't make an XJ40 till 1986. And I thought the meeting was pre-90, but it turns out it's pre-85. So I spoke to a lady called Mel, who's been organising the meeting. I spoke to Dave Vincent himself, whose meeting it is, and he went, no, we're letting XJ40s go. So I'm allowed to take the XJ40. This late XJ40 is pretty much underneath exactly the same as an X300. Although I can't use that engine, the floor plate, the door plate, the roll cage, obviously all the nuts and bolts and everything else, the crushed tubes and all those silly little bits and bobs will come out of that and go straight in this. So the next plan of attack for today, or this afternoon, is to get that down and strip that. So that's where we're up to. As you can see in front of you, there's a massive mountain of crap forming because we've stripped 3 cars in 1 week. Nowhere to put it all. But at least we've got a nice clean floor. There's a positive here somewhere, I don't know. I'm going to put these 8mm self-tappers in a separate box as well. Because we do have a missing self-tapper scandal.
Why don't you just buy a box of them for about...
Well, I keep buying boxes of them, and then you use them so much, you don't realise how many you use, and then you run out. What I've really run out of now is these ones.
What, the ones that are rubber grommets?
No, that's a normal one.
Oh, they're horrible, because they're blunt.
These ones?
Yeah.
Well, they're only blunt because we use them so much, but they're like twice as fat, and you can bite more with them. There's no door latches, mate, so she's pretty easy access. Really? Tell you what I've got to do actually is where this something's been sat on this roof to push this sunroof down. I need to get a jack in there and push that roof up.
Put your back in there, push your back up against it.
No, it's not the door, it's not the skin, it's like the frame.
Oh, good God.
Ain't that strong? On the front corners here, that's all popped out.
God.
But if I put that cage in there and wind it up, you should
That'll push that straight up.
I push the back bit up and then I can just jack the front corners up.
That's it.
I've had enough of this week already, I think. The Noah's Ark flood on Monday. Stripped the car Monday night, stripped it Tuesday. Then we done an axle change Wednesday. Then I stripped a Series 1 yesterday. Then I stripped XJ40 last night, and now I've stripped Saturday's X300 today.
You've been a busy little bee, Peter.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, you smell like it.
Do we want to lift that one out first, or do we go in with it?
Go in with that one, mate.
It might not. So, but you ain't got your safety boots on, Wayne.
I've thick toenails.
You got flip-flops on. That ain't going in there with that topping. The whole time there's a hole in your ass. And that's a very slack hole.
There's only that much difference, but you know because you've done it before, mate.
I have, actually, many times. What would be probably easier would be go straight through the back window, but I don't know if we're that strong and brave, are we? Shall I just get in?
Yeah. Goes through the back door, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Oh dear. Right, ready?
If you're in up first, we'll pop.
I'm going to pop my intestines out my face. Scared. Yeah?
Hold up, Gary, come back with a bit.
Hang on, I'm stuck under the pillar. Oh. Oh, how do I get out of this position?
Carefully.
Hang on. I've nearly got my Niagaras. Nice.
Right. You'll pop your back bar in now, haven't you?
Yeah, just pop my back. Oh, it is a bit, isn't it? Oh no. It's all gone bad. Do I need a hammer?
Well, keep back tapping it.
Can't say that.
Bloody hell.
Can't say that.
Jesus Christ.
Might be a bit religious.
I actually love jelly.
You like jelly?
Jelly and angel delight.
What, mixed together or on the
No,
same?
just put it in the same bowl, but a bit of jelly and a bit of...
I bet you like strawberry jam and peanut butter sandwiches as well, don't you?
No, I don't. And the good thing about it is you can have it after you've had a meal and you feel a little bit heavy because it's so light. And
It's light.
Jelly and... Adrian's like something milk, isn't it?
Milk and powder.
Once you've sunk a nice big old milk pudding,
What is it you have? Liver and bacon?
liver and bacon.
No.
Nice.
That's like something that they would have had during the Blitz or something.
Nice.
Ration book. Yeah, liver and that's an old person thing.
Liver bacon, it's really thick gravy with a bit of onion in it. Boiled potatoes, Brussels sprouts.
That's an old person dinner. And then you're going to finish that off with Werther's Originals and shortbread.
I like shortbread.
There you go. And
I do like shortbread.
throw me another old person dinner. Something weird. Suet. I bet you like the suet pudding.
I love suet pudding.
Oh, couldn't think of nothing worse.
I love suet pudding. Bacon pudding or steak and kidney pudding.
No.
Beautiful.
I think you was about during the war. That's the sort of thing
What
that old
about
people
spam fritters?
eat. No. And I bet you like faggots.
I do like faggots. Bit of peas
See?
pudding on it.
No. Bread pudding.
Love bread pudding.
I don't mind bread pudding, yeah, but that's all old person stuff. Like, I'm old, but that's World War II.
Oh yeah. And I like mince, shepherd's pie.
Well, like mince and potatoes.
But shepherd's pie, isn't it? Shepherd's
Without the
pie.
mash, yeah. If you had, like, would you have mince and like boiled potatoes?
Yeah, I would. With some cobblers on them.
Some what?
Cobblers.
What's that?
And like little suet dumplings you put on the, when you got your mince there, put it in the oven, put these little cobblers on top, and they go like a soft, like, dumpling underneath, but crispy on top.
But it's sort of soft pastry sort of texture.
Yeah, like a suet pudding thing.
I like a pie. I'm very partial to a pie, but when the pastry goes soggy, bleh, couldn't think of nothing worse. It's like eating a scab.
You don't want soggy pastry.
Nah. Soggy suet.
But suet is supposed to be, oh yeah,
no.
I love a bit of suet, mate.
Oh, definitely not.
And then what you can do, see, if you make yourself a nice bacon and onion pudding or steak kidney, do plenty of it, and then just when you get to the end of it, throw some raisins in it and make yourself a pudding as well.
No,
Or just,
that's still crap. Just
or
because you
just
sprinkle
boil it-
raisins on it
or
doesn't
just-
make it any
Or
better.
just boil it up and put syrup all over the top of it and custard.
What, syrup on top of suet pudding?
Yeah. So you get a bit of suet pudding left, just make some balls of it, boil them up, and then just put your syrup over the top of it with some custard. Oh, it's a treat. No, you can't live, Pete, there we go. You can't live, mate.
Well, not as old as you, no. Not as long as you.
There's a lot of people out there who's going to watch this and go, oh yeah, I ain't had that for years.
I don't care.
My mum used to do that for me.
Yeah, my nan used to make it for me when we were getting bombed by the Germans.
Yeah. Rice pudding in the oven, and she used to put more milk on it, so when you put it in there, come out had a skin on top.
Ugh.
Rice pudding, and then put yourself a dob of jam in it. And nothing wrong with that, mate.
If you had rice pudding and you put chocolate spread in it, it looked like the aftermath of George Michael party, wouldn't it?
I suppose it would, really.
Oh dear. What's new with you anyway? What's happening in Wayne's world? Tina still on the scene?
Tina is on the same, Peter.
Is it getting serious now?
No, it's not getting serious.
Been out together recently.
I'll be doing my house, haven't I?
What's that got to do with Tina?
Eh?
What's that got to do with Tina?
Well, the fact I've been doing my house running around, Pete, and I ain't had a lot of time for her, to be honest. She's been off this week and wanted me to take her out. I've been doing things, haven't I?
What about tonight? It's Friday night. You could take her bowling or something.
I might ring her in a minute, bless her, see what she's doing.
Evening out. Have you took her out for dinner yet? Or anything like that?
Funny enough,
You could take her out for dinner and then go, oh no, I forgot my wallet, and then get her to pay.
We did go out to the Yacht Farm Saturday, but she's a good girl because she likes bargains, you know what I mean? She's not into this
So she's up your
restaurant.
So she's up your alley because
Yeah,
you like
she'd
cheap
be like,
food, so does she.
God, I wouldn't pay that, I wouldn't pay that, and I think, good girl. I'll try to ring her.
You ring her, I'm going to bolt this floor plate in. Go down. Go down. Go some more. Nice. Maybe somewhere there. I don't know. I've got to go home in a minute, but let's try and get this in first. I've got to go home in a minute. Here's a really long bolt now. But you don't reach either. You ain't gonna stay there.
What bolt you putting in, mate? That's what I mean, mate. I'm here to help.
Just got to put a nut on there
Yeah.
when I fire it from underneath, all right?
Right, shall I get on the other side, mate, or are you right with it?
Are you all right leaning across there?
Well, I'm worried about leaning across you, mate. I know
As long as you don't relieve yourself on top of me, you should be all right.
relieve yourself. Relieve myself on top of you.
Oh my God, I just looked up.
Yeah.
Right, that's it for this week. Obviously it's been a bit manic with stripping cars and cracking on, and obviously you haven't seen a lot of it. We've started stripping a car and then all of a sudden it's done and the kit's out of it, but we've just had a lot to do. But we're back with half decent length of episode. After a few weeks off, we obviously released a real short one last week of just on Friday getting the car done for Saturday. And then now we've done a week's worth again. We've had a flood, we've stripped 3 cars when we really needed to do 2 cars, we've stripped a series Jag for no reason. And then obviously the 4th car, Wayne's dodgy deals going on at the same time. And then we've obviously stripped the car from Saturday as well. So there's just been lots going on. Trying to keep up with work stuff as well. Actual real life, business related workplace jobs going on as well. So there we go, that's it. I'm gonna go home and do some family bits, and then tonight I'll start editing all of this video and putting it all together. Obviously, please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's a massive favor for me. If you subscribe to the videos, it helps us in the right direction. We've also got Allstar Garage merch.co.uk, where you can get all the new merchandise, t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Cups, jackets, body warmers, not that you want it in this weather, stickers, all sorts of stuff with Allstar Garage on it. It helps me spend the time on it to bring you the channel, buying cameras, microphones, stuff like that, and then obviously all the time that goes into it to put it all together. Next week we'll just be carrying on from where we've left off with this and cracking on, because we're up against it with 2 weeks to do obviously 2 cars. The other one should come back next week from Jason Barrett built, and then I've got to put engine in it, springs in it and everything else. So we've got lots to do. I need to go home. See you later.